Guys, we got Tuf Borland here.
Tuf, thanks for joining us here today. We have a number of media lined up here that'd like to ask you a few questions. So we'll just kick things off. Can you hear me okay?
Could you turn the volume up? Is there?
Yeah. How about now? Is it better? How about now? Can you hear better now, Tuf?
I think it's right.
How about test now? 1, 2, testing.
Got
1,
it.
2.
Got it.
All right.
Yeah.
Great. Well, we will kick things off. As I mentioned, we have a number of media lined up here, so we'll kick things off with Pat Murphy. Pat?
Tuf. Ryan just said, as good as you guys played against Clemson, you'll have to be even better against Alabama. From a defensive standpoint, I'm sure there's a number of things that stands out when you watch them, but what are maybe the 1 or 2 things that stand out the most from the Crimson Tide offense?
Yeah, unbelievable team, unbelievable players. They got talent all over the place. Big physical offensive line, playmakers on the perimeter. Coach Day said, we're going to have to play our best game. No, we're going to have to play our best game this week. We're going to have to find another level for sure.
Next, we'll hear from Bill Rabinowitz. Bill?
Hi, Tuf. I want to ask you about Justin Hilliard. You guys have both overcome a lot, and he's overcome even more than you have. Can you just kind of speak to his journey and what it means to everybody on the team to see him succeed the way he has, and just how well is he playing right now?
Yeah, he's a guy that's pretty much seen it all, the good, the bad, the ugly. He's seen it all. He's fought through so much on and off the field, and to see the success that he's having, it's awesome. Justin, he's an unbelievable player, but he's an unbelievable person as well. And again, just to see the success that he's having, one, nobody's surprised because of how hard he works, and two, he deserves everything that comes his way because he's a warrior, always has been, and he's getting everything he deserves. Sorry.
Thank
you. Next will be Dennis Dodd. Dennis?
Hey, Tuf, thanks for doing this. Coach Day just described how Justin's leadership skills have developed, how he won over the team. I wonder if you would talk about that, just maybe starting with the Michigan game where he came back from that hit and I think hit Garrett Wilson for a big gain or a touchdown, and just playing with the ribs on this week. What kind of leader is he?
Yeah, he's a guy that's come in, since day one he's been here. He's done everything that, the coaches have asked of him, really built that trust and that respect of everyone in the program. And you can go, every week. He's always battling something. And you guys saw it, is, one of the gutsiest performances, from a player that I can remember in my time here. So you can't say enough good things about Justin and what he's doing and what he means to this program.
Next up, we'll have Bill Landis. Bill?
Hey, Tuf. You, if I'm not wrong on this, I think you committed to Ohio State a few months after they won the national title against Oregon. And I'm wondering what that run meant to you, and maybe what specifically seeing Ohio State beat Alabama in the Sugar Bowl that year did to, alter your perception of Ohio State's program at all.
It was cool to see them have the success that they did have that year, but that wasn't a deal breaker for me whether or not they were going to win. I think you win with people, and that's why I ultimately chose this place. Just how special the people are. Flash forward 5.5 years later, we have an opportunity to do that again. But Alabama is a great team. We have a great challenge ahead of us. So we're gonna have to have our best week of practice and play our best game.
Next up will be Austin Ward. Austin?
Tough. It's pretty remarkable how far this front seven and the linebackers have come since this time 2 years ago. How much credit does Al Washington get for that, and what has he been like as your position coach?
Coach Washington has been amazing. Deserves a lot of credit in what we've done day in, day out. He's always there for us. Just the way he approaches his business every day, with the energy, the passion, it's truly contagious. And I think it just shows in how, we've kind of taken off, in this last season. So give him a lot of credit.
Next up will be Kurt Burmester. Kurt?
Hey, Tuf, I heard you were talking about the skill that Alabama has on the perimeter there. Just wondering if you can talk to how you guys are going to have to control that kind of explosiveness they have on Monday.
I don't want to get too into specifics, but, we talk about keeping them inside of us and keeping them in front of us. And that's certainly something we're going to have to do this week.
We have time for just a couple more. So next we'll hear from Tim May. Tim?
Thank you. Tuf, more on that aspect of the game when a team has an established big-time back like Najee Harris. How does it just change your focus? I know you're always focused on stopping the run, et cetera, but how does it kind of change your focus as a play starts to know there's a big-time running back there? Like pretty much Alabama's going to be looking at Ohio State in the same way with Trey Sermon.
Yeah, got to be locked in every play because he can hurt you. He's a bigger back, like you said, but he shows great patience and great acceleration when he decides he wants to turn it up into the hole. Huge challenge. He's a great player, a great offensive line as well. So we'll have to be ready for the challenge.
All right. And our final question for Tuf comes from Nathan Baird. Nathan?
Tuf, just what kind of a confidence boost did the Clemson game give this defense? And did you feel like it was something that this defense needed to see after just how choppy the second half of the season had gone?
I think we've always had confidence in ourselves. I think it just showed us kind of what we're capable. I think we've always believed we can compete with anybody in the country on any particular week. We practice against the best offense in the country every week. We have confidence we can compete, with everyone.
All right. Thank you very much, Tuf. Appreciate your time here today.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to click on that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing, and come visit us over at BuckeyeGrove.com for all the best Ohio State information on the web.